Welcome back, guys, to the channel Growth on the Rocks, the channel where I help 40 plus men quit drinking and find a life of true purpose. And in today's quick video, it's a very important video. I think this time of year especially is going to be very challenging and bring a lot of different challenges and concepts to the table, being that it's, obviously the Christmas holiday season. Alcohol is going to definitely seem very, very normal because it's been woven into our society. I remember there was a point when I used to believe in Santa, and now I don't really believe in him anymore. And there used to be a point where I found that without drinking and with no alcohol, I could not have a good time. There's going to be people drinking and being festive, and you're going to be kind of the odd man out. So what I wanted to do in today's video is give you some tips and techniques to really maximize your sobriety journey, keep you going in the right direction, and ultimately get you into 2024 and ready to absolutely crush it, because this is you. You're a 40-year-old man. Let's say you've got 3 kids, you're divorced, and you want to crush 2024 and make it the best year possible through your health, your wealth, and your relationship. And you really want to be focused and keep going on your mission, because ultimately once you eliminate this toxic poison out of your life, all those 3 areas of your life drastically get better. And I'm living proof of that. Okay. But over here, you could be the same person, the same challenges and responsibilities and the same kids and all that kind of stuff. And it's just this battle inside your head where you're thinking like, oh, come on, it's Christmas. Everyone's drinking, I'll start in the new year. And really you're falling in to the social trap of this right here, where, people are drinking and you're the odd man out, because all of a sudden you're gonna walk into the party. And, for myself, I used to be one of the wildest partiers in the room, so-called my claim to fame. Oh, Mark, he can handle his drink, and all of a sudden you're saying, nah, I'll pass. I'm good. And then people are going to be like, what's wrong with you? Like, why aren't you drinking? Like, this is just normal. Like, I mean, it's Christmas. I mean, you have rum and eggnog, you have Baileys in your coffee, you drink on New Year's, all these things, and all of a sudden you're going against the grain, and you're going to be maybe feel like a little bit of an outcast. So what are some things you can do? Well, I'm going to give you a couple little techniques here. Now, these are just little techniques, and honestly, they might work here and there. And that's why I'll go through them. But there's honestly a deeper issue at hand that you need to rectify, that you need to sort out, that we're going to talk about after this. Okay. So the first thing is change the subject. People are asking, why you're not drinking. You can just straight up be like, you know what? I don't really want to talk about that. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about what I'm interested in. You should be talking about what gets you jazzed, what gets you excited, what are some of the projects, what are some of the dreams and things that you want to achieve in the new year. So try and change the subject. And just a side note, if people are pushing you to have drinks and to do things that you don't necessarily want to do, you should honestly really evaluate the people you're spending time with, because people should want you to be the best version for yourself, for your family, for your children, and so on and so forth. And it shouldn't be, you gotta understand, people are pushing you to drink because they almost see like drinking is not the right thing to do. And they know that it's not the right thing to do. So they want you to pull you down and grab you back into their world. People should be supporting you. They should be wanting to see you be fit, healthy, vibrant, making more money, all these things. And you'll get all these things once you quit the alcohol. But you can definitely try and change the subject. You can also cover your glass, just as it's almost like a body language cue that, I'm good with just my drink here. I don't need any more. You slowly cover your glass. Okay, ask for a soda or for a juice. Maybe if you're new in your journey, you don't want to have these kind of upfront type of conversations with people, and you can just straight up order a water or a juice or a soda, and it's going to look like something alcohol related. A side note too, you could get one of these alcohol free drinks where it's the same type of drink, there's just no alcohol in it. Now, myself personally, you really got to change the social conditioning or like the programming that's going on in your mind, because if you really need to use these techniques, you haven't gone to the root cause of the issues, which what we're going to talk to a little bit later, right in this video here. Okay, but you can just straight up tell them you're not drinking today. You can say you're on medication, you're driving. You can bring a sober friend, or you can just straight up say no. I don't. And this is not some magical stuff that I've pulled up. It's like you have to get super real with yourself, and you almost have to get very firm with people and be like, no, I'm not drinking. I just don't like it anymore. I don't like how it makes me feel. I have bigger dreams and ambitions. I just want to do other things, and I'm just over the fact that alcohol makes me feel like shit. So these are some small tactics that you can use on the day-to-day, and these are more so when you're first starting your sobriety journey, because I'll tell you this, you're going to get to a point where you straight up just do not give a fuck about what people think. And that's kind of where I'm at, because I have changed my social conditioning. I have changed my habits, and ultimately I've changed my life to where I'm at a point where alcohol no longer fits into my life. I don't see any value in it. I just see negative in it. I almost feel sorry for people who continue to put the toxic poison into their system because they don't understand. They're brainwashed. You have to change your habits and you change your life. Now, what's another word for habits? Paradigm. I always say this. What is a paradigm? A paradigm is nothing but a collection of habits that you run day to day through your mind on autopilot. You don't even think. Okay? You don't even think, because at one point you were a baby. You were a baby and you came onto the scene and your mind was wide open. Whatever people were saying around you, whatever people were doing around you, that was going directly into your subconscious mind, all the way from how you speak to people, the foods you eat, whether or not you drink alcohol, how you view the world, how you view money, your attitude, everything has been formed with you as a child. So I'm going to break this down for you super simply, okay? And you have to go back and you have to rewrite the programming, because obviously the programming that you've been given is not working. And that's not your parents' fault. It's not anyone's fault. It's really they're working with the best that they have, but it's your duty and your responsibility to change it, okay? So pretty much this is your mind. Now, I got this from Bob Proctor, who studied the mind for literally his entire life, 55 years, 60 years in his adult life. And he said that this drawing is probably one of the most valuable drawings and valuable pieces of information that he ever learned. Okay, so if this is the mind, we're going to break the mind into two different sections. The first being the subconscious mind, and the second, I'm my bad. The first being the conscious mind, and the second being the subconscious mind. Okay, see, our mind and our bodies are extremely lazy. Our mind, how it works is we put various pieces of information, various things on how we do things on a day-to-day. We put them in a little program in our subconscious mind, like driving a car, like eating the foods we eat, like getting dressed in the morning, like brushing our teeth. All these things are programs in our subconscious. So when we go against our subconscious conditioning, that's when our body goes out of whack. Because when you try and stop drinking, your mind says, hold on a second, this is against our program. This is against what we do on a day-to-day. This is weird. I'm gonna give you anxiety. I'm gonna release different chemicals in your body, in your brain, and in your mind that are gonna make you feel uneasy, different, weird nervousness, because you're not fulfilling the normal thing, which is, in this case, is drinking alcohol. Okay, so but when you came onto the scene here, you got to understand that you didn't even have a conscious mind. Your subconscious mind was wide open. So whatever was going around from this baby in the environment, on the news, how your parents talk to each other, how your parents are always drinking alcohol on social events, how you don't exercise, and that's weird. Like all the language you've learned, everything you learned is like been dropped right into your subconscious mind to where you are here, and you're running all these programs, and now you're trying to change it. Okay, so a couple things I want to touch on before I wrap this video up is really the main focus of this video is you have to work on your habits and your paradigm and changing your beliefs, and you really have to get real with yourself and really have faith in yourself. Okay, because we've been gifted with a huge amount of mental faculties, and these faculties is what separates us from all the rest of the animal kingdom. And these are the faculties that we need to work with to better ourselves, and they are in our conscious mind. And our faculties are as follows: our imagination. Okay, I'm just going to put imagine. It's kind of hard to type on that, okay? But our imagination, okay? So we think in pictures, okay? So you have to start using your imagination with how you want your life really to look. Put pictures up around your house. Put pictures up on the bathroom mirror of how you want to look, of how the clothes you want to wear, the circumstances and the different experiences in your life. Who do you want to spend time with? Who do you want to be with? Who do you cherish? Imagine these things. Imagine these positive things over and over and over again in the form of pictures. Okay, you're doing this on autopilot, whether you know it or not. If I asked you, hey, what is the color of your vehicle, you would go back into the recesses of your mind, and actually you'd see the image in your mind of your vehicle. Okay, it's black, it's got black leather, this and that. Well, you can actually use your imagination to design the life you want. Okay, another faculty we have is the will or focus. Okay, now I teach people how to quit drinking without willpower, without AA, but the will is a very strong mental faculty. The head of the space program, Dr. Warner Van Braun, was asked back in the day, what would it take to get a rocket to the moon and land it safely? And he said, all it would take is the will to do it. You have to have the will. You have to focus on what it is you want. And you have to go after that with a vengeance each and every day. You have to hold the image you want, and you have to have the will. You have to have the burning desire and the burning passion to go through the fire. Right now, maybe you're going through the fire, so to speak, but you need to start gaining momentum, gaining confidence, and that is the will that you're engaging. How do you strengthen the will? You strengthen the will by doing the things that you don't want to do, and you do them like you love it, and you do it over and over and over and over again. That's what Mike Tyson says. Mike Tyson says it's dedication. Dedication is doing something that you don't want to do and doing it like you love it over and over and over again. Because what's happening is if you have a weak will, your subconscious conditioning will always win. It'll just say, oh, I'll wait, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it in the new year, or, no one's going to know if I just do this last rep in the gym or last set in this gym. And it's like you keep giving yourself like a get out of jail free card, like a free pass over and over and over again. Then you start not to even trust yourself. So I really want you to work on your imagination and your will. And the last thing I will say, I'm going to go in way more detail on this. There's so much more I can talk about this, is your perception, okay? Okay, so we'll just put P for perception, okay? Your perception. You have to understand you are where you are, okay? You cannot change the past. You can't go too far into the future. All you're always going to be working with is the present. And that's why it's a gift, right? So your perception is a wonderful faculty that we have, that you can actually begin to look at all the good in your situation, okay? Maybe you're not where it is you want to be in life. You're drinking, you're putting a toxic poison in your body, you're having trouble quitting, but there is some good that will come out of this situation, okay? Maybe you're divorced, maybe you're having some health issues, this and that. You have to understand that having a different perception is an extremely, extremely powerful tool where you can harvest the good in every situation, okay? You get to now reinvent yourself. This situation will now make you stronger. You will have a greater story. You'll have more information. You'll be able to leave a greater impact for you and your children. You're going to have ultimately better health, better wealth if you change your perception of drinking alcohol, if you really change your perception in the life, okay? So if you do these things, changing your perception, working with your imagination, and strengthening your will, that will ultimately, over time, directly impact your subconscious conditioning, and then you'll be a new version of yourself. But for right now, it's like there's two of you working inside of you, okay? It's like here's the good you, and here's the bad you, okay? Now, the good you, he wants to do all the right things. He wants to get up early. He wants to study the educational content. He wants to stop drinking. He wants to put a major focus on his family and his fitness, okay? But and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. And then this guy's gonna basically talk shit to you. He's like, but yeah, we've always been drinking. Yeah, we can do it tomorrow. But I'm tired. Yeah, but we don't have the money for coaching. Yeah, but we don't have it's Christmas, and the economy and the rest. It's like you've got to make this guy, you've got to feed this guy over and over and over again until you crush this guy out. And then that's your new subconscious conditioning around alcohol. That, oh yeah, actually, it serves zero purpose. Zero purpose. Okay, so the message in this video is just keep going. Keep working. Okay? Don't be a creature of your circumstances. Don't be a victim. Okay? Really start to observe your behavior and understand and really work on knowing the things you need to change, and try and study yourself, okay? And really understand that if you're choosing alcohol and you're choosing partying and you're choosing these short-term things, it's just like putting your problems on credit, and it's going to come back tenfold, okay? And really, I encourage you to go after a great quality of life and to go after the big picture and to have big dreams, big visions. And that will all happen if you just keep going. You keep going through the fire, you keep studying, you keep practicing, you keep watching this educational content, and then you can aspire to do the major positive things in your life that will make you feel absolutely phenomenal and get you to the version 2.0 of your life, and basically you're able to now crush it. Okay, so I hope you got some value in that. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the links in the description. There is a free webinar, there's a free book in there where I help you change your conditioning around this toxic poison and really level up yourself and unlock a life of true freedom and true passion doing the things you love. So check out the links in the description. It'll show you how to quit alcohol without AA, willpower, or silly rehab. Okay, so check that out, and we'll go ahead and see you in the next video. Bye for now.